Welcome back to the channel, champions of Azeroth. Come dive deeper into the lore with me. Let's see where we left off in Azeroth, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey guys, so we're here with Moira, Adelgon, and Belgrim to figure out what we're going to do to try to stave the Coreway. Let's see what they have to say.
The Unbound welcome all.
A natural remedy. We stabilized most of the injured, but many of the earthen you saved need more help. The Rubians often fight with corrosive poison that eats away even our stone bodies. Fungarian flesh has been used by our healers for its medicinal powers. The Fungarian takeover of the quarry is one unexpected boon to our situation, one we will adapt to. Adelon looks grimly proud, one we will adapt to, as the Unbound always do. But I can't leave Ebanon's side. Will you help me? Please hurry. The new Rubian poison will do irreversible damage, given enough time. If it erodes enough of their frame or seeps into their memory gem, then we may not be able to save them. You brought back more than I expected. Thank you. Now I will make the poultice. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. All of the mining tunnels are collapsed, and we don't have time to clear them out and rebuild. However, I did spy a good amount of ore on the ground on the way here. It would be a start at repairing the Coreway, but Belgrim sighs and grimly looks at the injured, unbound earthen. I am needed here with Adelon's people, my people. Will you gather the ore in my stead? Collect as much ore as you can. The Coreway is still my priority, but these injured need immediate help. It is not much, but this ore should help stabilize the Coreway. With Adelon's help, we will be able to reclaim the quarry and its mines and establish a supply line with Dornegal. Echoes of compassion. The last thing I expected today was to see Belgrim, much less receive his help. But I guess since the Coreway was damaged, he has no choice. I do not know how to compute this. It is only logical to accept it. Adelon begins crushing the Fungarian flesh roughly in her hands. It becomes a masticated pulp disturbingly quickly. Here, mix this with the mud and apply it to the injured. Findor's face is a mass of webs. Pale, dull eyes peek out, but they blink once slowly at you. Carry Findor to the pool. Ebanon looks like a pile of rubble. A faintly glowing and mud-like poultice is barely holding her together. Ebanon's eyes are still and do not respond to light or movement. How's Ebanon doing? Adelon praises Mora, Belgrim, and finally you. I thank you. It's been a long time since I've received help from Outlanders or the Oathsworn.
Hello, what?
The Proscenium? The New Rubians are attacking the Earthen again. We must follow that swarm. I fear we are outnumbered, but if the Earthen can come together and stand with us, we may have a chance. The wounded. The Rubians are kicking the Earthen when they're down. Moira suddenly points to the center of the battlefield. There, in the middle. Is that Xerix again? And Illyria? Oh, mountain strength be with me. We've got to help him, Steel Dude. The cavalry is here. Belgrim quakes with fury. These cursed Nerubians attacking a triage site. So many wounded and defenseless, and yet it looks like you, Outlander, are putting up a fight. Let's grind every last one of the bugs back into the ground. Belgrim is covered head to toe in Nerubian ichor and blood. Good work, Steel Dude. Good, gruesome work. Fire in the hole. Who are you? But of course, another Outlander. I'm Wenbrant, tamer of Cinderbees and creator of Cinderbrew. Wenbrant squares himself up as if you should be impressed. I bought barrels of Cinderbrew to help the injured. I thought drinking it would ease their pain, but for most of it just caused more burning pain. I refuse to let my brew go to waste. Maybe it can be weaponized. The Nerubians are just bugs after all, organic and flammable. This burrow here is a perfect test subject. Mountains fall on me. That was incredible. And to think that we've been drinking this stuff? Convergence. We know the Nerubians are in league with Xalatath, and we have a fair idea. They seem bent on destroying the Earthen, even kicking them when they're down. But why? It's because the Coreway is the key, and destroying it was nay enough. Maybe what we're doing here Repairing the coreway is just what they do not want us to do. We should go back to Dornagal and try to piece this together. The Earthen Council is reunited. Hopefully they can put the past aside and get the coreway repaired. Then hopefully they'll help us with the Nerubians and Zalatath. Group effort. The Unbound have arrived with the equipment and resources needed to begin repairing the coreway. This is a momentous occasion, one for the Archive. I would not say this to Adagon, but I see the Titan's hands in it. And now it is time for me to exercise my directive. I have devised a plan for how to organize our workers most efficiently, and have also allocated supplies to welcome them. Take these orders to Adagon workers so they can begin in earnest. We will meet you there shortly. Even with this many workers, the coreway repairs will take time. We need to decide what to do in the meantime. Calling the Storm Riders. I know the Unbound can repair and unblock the coreway expediently, but I also know the Nerubians. If they see an opportunity for ambush, they will take it. With our backs turned and our focus on the coreway, we are prime targets. I need to rally my Storm Riders and form a perimeter around Dornagal in case of an attack from within or from without. Meet me outside the Storm Perch. I will call upon my troops there. Once the Storm Riders are gathered, we will form a perimeter around the coreway to protect the workers. The Nerubians will not catch us unaware a second time. Let me know when you are ready to go. Let's go. Queue for the follower dungeon. The entire rookery? I see. At least the source is destroyed. I lament the loss of so many Storm Riders, but if the corruption had spread to Dornagal. The rookery. The Storm Perch is not only the home and rookery of the Storm Rooks, but also the barracks and headquarters for Stoneward, Belgrim, and the Storm Riders. For thousands of years, the Storm Perch has stood unbreached by the Earthen's enemies. Unfortunately, defense of the rookery is harder when the breach comes from within. Kairos, Stormguard Goran's Stormbrook, though corrupted by void magic, still loyal, fights by his side, and if anything gets in his way, Kairos will dutifully tear them apart. Stormguard Goran. Once Stormward Belgrim's second, Stormguard Goran has been corrupted by void magic, causing his hate for Belgrim to fester. Using his newfound void powers, he seeks to overrun the Storm Perch and command his own army of void riders created from corrupted Storm Riders. Void Stone Monstrosity. A gruesome amalgamation of corrupted Storm Riders, this towering mass of void power knows only pain and how to inflict it. Taking it down is the only way to cleanse the Storm Perch and its rookery.